I know I was blessed.
Hawaii's finest, looking a whole lot like the best in the world tonight. Max blessed Holloway.
He's made his name synonymous with gratitude. His humility has fueled the memorable career that he has built. He's blessed us too, authoring some of the most thrilling moments in the history of MMA. His fearlessness, charisma, and
A gladiator. I would have been a Hawaiian chief, Olivi. You know what I mean? I don't know if a chief, man of that man.
Max traces his warrior spirit all the way back. Max now is a beloved kid, figuring out how to survive a challenging childhood, finding his way forward both out of necessity and love for martial arts.
I'm gonna figure out a way. You know what I mean? Even if it looks impossible, I'm gonna try my hardest, but we're gonna get it done.
And obviously, you got it done.
The undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the World, Max blessed Holloway.
Fight.
A great time there. In Waianae, Max is a hero. There are murals all around town depicting some of his most legendary octagon moments.
And be like, let me do this. Give me that already. So that's how I got through. So what happened was I was trying to figure out a way all week to figure like, are you ready or what? And I was like introducing herself into it, just being like, oh, let's see what it is. We just wanted to compete. When I saw BJ Penn make how much, I think so he's fighting, it was George St. Pierre, the first one. One of them. And we was going to help coach it with him. It all felt true, but I was able to, I don't know if I can say it here, but I lied on my age about fighting. But that was my first a striker. I'm going to take the striker all damn day. But he was the actual jackass again. We got in, and it is what it is.
With an opponent locked in, all that was left to do was sign a contract. And with his dream of making the UFC within reach, the biggest blessing of his life arrived.
I told her, and he was like, and he laughed, the same laugh, haha. And he told me, congrats. He's like, let me know when my nephew's here. I hang up the phone, and then 3:03 in the afternoon, I get blessed with Rush, and it was one of the greatest days of my life.
Absolutely. It feels like, how could anything top that?
Nothing.
I mean, becoming a parent, notice, essentially, debut in the UFC, neither of those are easy experiences. How in the world, Max, did you balance it all? As a very young dad.
Man, I'm going to figure out a way. You know what I mean? Even if it looks impossible, I'm going to try my hardest, but we're going to get it done.
Max's first fight, both in the UFC and as a new dad, would be against...
I was like, don't worry. Just like fighting in X1 at home. I'm good. They have us in the, like, holy shit. Don't freaking fall down here, you know? Like, Max, you're on television, you know? But it was insane. It was insane. I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't go back and change anything, though. I'm so glad everything went away. Everybody's like, oh, could you go back and calm down and slow it down and actually get a win over Dustin and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, man. I think everything is written in history. Cool. This is cool. But then I remember sitting there after the loss and whatever, watching everybody. I think Rashad Evans was in the back there, and he was in our corner, and I was just looking around at everyone, and I was just thinking, bro, been watching for years, but you are one of them now. So you need to grow up and, you know, and stay focused.
After his debut loss, Max rattled off
capitalize on and what they're able to do, that just gives you motivation. Like, man, that guy getting that, I want to get that too, you know? Like, that guy doing that, let's do that too.
Well, as Max's career began to take off, he was taking note of all the unique blessings surrounding him.
In Stockholm, Sweden, I was standing in a church that was founded before the Hawaiian Islands was founded. Wow. Like, let that sink in. Like, I was tripping out. Was founded before where I live. Like, that was amazing to think, you know, and you know, going, and then even opponents coming friends, you know what I mean? Like Korean Zombie. Oh. That's like a brother to me now.
What a finish! That you see an agreement like...
No, I mean, when I was training kickboxing in my early days, we would do like 10-second drill, you know? And then even like our couple of...
featherweights in the world, but tonight, I really think you took it up to another level.
Yeah, you know, first and foremost, I gotta thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. My little son over there in this... supporting me through his whole camp. Fucking 6 months off is a long time.
Well, listen, it wasn't without trying, and I think you got to credit that to Ricardo. He took some unbelievable shots from you. You had him stunned on several occasions, but one of the most extraordinary moments of the fight was to stand in front of him and swing like that.
He told me he wanted to bang, like mentally, you know, like psychologically. He gave me that.
Fighter, he was becoming a fan favorite. At UFC 206 in 2016, Max got his chance to cement
Up to it, as doing it, as killing it. It was just unbelievable.
Wow.
You know, not many people got to say they finished Anthony Pettis with striking, due to striking. You know, we know he got finished with submissions or whatever, but due to striking, you know, it was sick that I got to be that, and you know, it's just amazing.
Almost got to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I asked you guys earlier in the week, we couldn't find Aldo, so I started calling him Waldo. Jose Waldo, hashtag Jose Waldo, and tell him meet me in Brooklyn in February. Let's get the fucking real one. Let's go, Canada. I love you, Hawaii. Let's do this damn thing.
Did you always know that when you eventually got to face Jose Aldo, you had what it was going to take to be victorious? Because it seems like, especially after that Pettis fight, when you were calling for, okay, let's go, I'm ready for you, Aldo. Like, there is no hesitation in Max when he's talking about that. Like, did you just always know?
Oh yeah, I mean, what do we call him? Jose Waldo? That was funny. I know I love Waldo now, but we was calling him Jose Waldo, and yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I just knew, you know what I mean? Like I knew I was going to be an undisputed champion.
You've had so many experiences that for some people will be otherworldly. Do you have a favorite place you fought?
I'm the freaking meme. I'm like, God damn, it's not as funny, bro.
Right, you know, it's
what the
definitely
hell? But, you know, at the end of the day, all jokes aside, it's just funny, you know? It's like, oh, you know, like, that meme, one of the funniest ones that I saw that I love, that I always laugh because I always see it was like when bro is mid-job and he forgot what he was doing to me, and I was the undergun. Like, there's no way I was going to be able to handle his power. I belong here too, so, you know,